What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. I guess for the time being, this is a first look at Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019, the Dynasty mode that really was the selling point this year. And I know, just to get out in front of it, a lot of people are waiting for gameplay before they make a determination as to whether this game is for them, and that's okay. This is what we have to discuss now. It's what we're going to discuss, but I have a strong faith that if the type of attention to detail that was going into this mode also went into gameplay, then we should be on a path to see progress. This screen laid out incredibly well. It looks very professionally done. Obviously, all the information we're used to seeing. My school, preseason recruiting, top 100, not only there, but scrolling across the bottom. Prospects, redshirt players, stats, and obviously start your season. One thing to point out in terms of depth, on the right-hand side, you see the league news. Not only injured players, but players that have failed for academic requirements, which means depth, risk, things that I like to see. Going over to the recruiting board here, you can see obviously the things we're always used to. Name, height, weight, where they're from, what their rank is, what their star rating is. We get a little bit of a quote thrown in here that both of this players' parents were athletes in high school. But in terms of that depth, in terms of that environment, you also see the offers that all these players have. And that to me is important. You know, when you're trying to build a team, you want to know if this player is a commodity or not. Do they have 13 offers, 5 offers, 0 offers? You also have up at the top kind of a little gauge so you know what other teams' interests are going to be in this player. And I think that's important when you look at building a team and getting things crunched together, having a time limit there where you interact with players and you know, I don't have hours upon hours to do this. That creates the challenge. It allows you to interact with the player. You can see here, making a phone call, having an assistant do it, sending a text, or just removing the player from the recruiting board altogether. Again, different ways to interact with the player. You assume very different results in how the player communicates back to you, and they actually show us what that call the player would look like. And again, when we talk about depth, there's a lot of different things you can do here. Obviously, when you're going out and trying to recruit for a college, there's a lot of different pitches that you can give to a player to try to see if they'll be interested in going to your school. And I like to see a variety of them, whether it's the campus atmosphere, the coaching resume, fandom. There's a whole bunch of different things that we won't ultimately know the success rate of, but you can also see your school ranking is very dependent on that. So if you have a team that isn't good, if you haven't went to a lot of playoff or bowl games, you're not going to be able to use your coaching resume. You're not going to be able to use your playoff potential, as it shows you right here, to try to get prospects interested in coming to your college. That is a really big factor in terms of making a game progressively difficult. From there, obviously, it allows you to schedule a visit, which we don't know what that would look like. We assume that would be some type of pro day, perhaps, or maybe some type of interview process, perhaps. But to me, I know this is a lot of text as well. I know sometimes people are taken back by text, but I'll say, as far as depth, there's a lot of different things you can do here already. How it all ties together really remains to be seen with gameplay, but I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I will be back in the week with more commentary.